For about 20 years, I was the Orange County Register's politics reporter. And about 3 years ago, it was suggested that I take over the environmental beat. And I thought that was a great idea. I've been interested in the environment, and I've written about policy issues regarding the environment. So one day I'm writing about sea level rise, and I develop sources there. And another day I'm talking about animals being in jeopardy in the local wildlife areas. So I'm developing a new group of sources there. And the more different stories I work on, the more some of these sources start to cross over, and it gains critical mass over a period of time. And to the point now where most stories come along, I have a pretty good Rolodex of who to call. I've surfed all my life. I love the outdoors. I'm sensitive to what's going on in the outdoors. I see things that are destructive to the outdoors, so I can understand the people who are concerned about those things. Sea level rise is a local issue here. We're seeing more and more of. It's impacting development along the coast. So if our readers read about what's happening locally, and then they hear a story about what's happening in South Florida, or what's happening in Holland, or what's happening in these little islands in the Indian Ocean, they realize it's a global issue, and they're part of a global issue. And that's really a goal of mine, is to show how these global trends are happening right on our doorstep. Well, right now I'm working on a story that is very complex. It's a subject I wasn't well versed in when I started writing about it. And the subject is rooftop solar, and how much should it be subsidized, and who should subsidize it if it's going to be subsidized, and how much incentives are necessary to promote continued expansion of rooftop solar. And there are very divergent views on this. That is really a motivation to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. And it's also like going out in the yard and knowing that somewhere out there is a little pot of gold and you're going to dig it up. But when you dig in one place and you don't find it, and you dig in another place and you don't find it, it can get a little bit stressful or frustrating. But I think with this story, I'm going to find that pot of gold. I'm going to find the good medium to tell the story and explain the situation. And when I do, and I've completed the story, there's a feeling of satisfaction there.